Please someone marks in return to team benches， 请双方球员停止热身，退场。
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. We are in Beijing, China for the Asian qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup and the Group B game between China and Korea. Korea, who finished 6th at the FIBA Asia Cup, here for a big game today, and they have 8 players from that team that did so well, including that man, Lee Hyung-jun, who has been a terrific competitor for them. Ha Young-gi as well, Lee Chung-yun, An Young-chun, Lee Woo-sok, Moon Chong-hyun, and Lee Seong-hyun, the veteran. And remember, it was at the FIBA Asia Cup where their road came to an end when they took on China in the quarterfinals. These teams have met a lot over the years. And it was the latest battle won, obviously, by the Chinese. So the Chinese coming in, they finished runners-up at the FIBA Asia Cup. Remember, they lost that thriller to Australia right at the buzzer when that man right there, Hu Ming-shun, his three-point shot was just off. He had been on fire in the game, so that was probably a heartbreaking loss for China and a narrow escape for Australia. Zhou Qi comes out as well. He was not in the team this summer. But 8 players: Hu Ming-shun, Liao Sanying, Chung, Shuai Peng, Hu Jingqiu, same coach, Guo Shiqiao, Zhu Qinlong, Li Songbo, and Lei Mong, and also in that China team from the FIBA Asia Cup. Remember, Korea did not play at the last FIBA Basketball World Cup, trying to make it back. China did. Now the national anthems.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of the People's Republic of China. 请保持肃立，奏唱中华人民共和国国歌。Please be seated. 请做 cosplayer exchange gifts， 交换球员交换礼物。
So the national anthems have been played. And now the time for the final warm-ups. We'll also get a look at the starting fives for both of these teams. Also the referees for today's game. Ryan Jones from New Zealand, Prita Mwangmi from Thailand, and Oh Xiong Chan from Malaysia. On the right,
from Australia, 来自澳大利亚。
You can see the starting five: Ha, Lee, Lee, An, and Lee, and for Korea. And there is the head coach, Chun Hee Chao.
现场的球迷朋友们，我们的比赛即将开始喽！在中国的赛场，一定要拿出我们中国的气势。此时此刻，邀请现场所有的球迷。
And for China, the starting five is going to be. It's going to be Go Chi Yun, and it's going to be Song Fan Bo, Hu Ming Shun, Zhou Qi, and Zhu Junlong. And again, the coach, Guo Shitsu. So China tried to make it back to the World Cup. Remember, they hosted it in 2019 when they beat Korea in the classification round. And Korea did not play in Manila, but China did. They finished 29th. But over in their history, these two teams have played at World Cups, a lot of World Cups, and a lot of, they've met on so many occasions. Just 1 minute before tip-off here. It's a real classic group when you think about the teams that they'll be facing. A true Far East group with Japan and Chinese Taipei also in Group B. Japan rolling to a big win over Chinese Taipei already. And they will cross over with Group D for the second round. So it is imperative to get as many wins as possible. You want to finish as high as possible. Yeah, I can see that, yeah. Well, hello everybody. We are underway here in the Wilkinson Arena, the famous arena where the FIBA Basketball World Cup final was played in 2019 and also the Olympics in 2008. And there's Joe Chi going to work early and making the first bucket of the game. Lee Chung-young going behind his back. Now gets it over to Ha. Back to Lee, back to Ha, mid-range. Guo with the rebound. Hu Ming-shun again gets it down low to Zhou and turns and is fouled by Ha. So they're making Zhou Chi already the focal point of their attack. Misses Korea. Can they pick it up? No, they cannot. It's China the piece, and then Korea reach in, and I think they're going to get it. There's a jump shot, no good. There's a drive and the bucket, or the foul rather. And the New Zealand referee, Ryan Jones, explaining. And definitely Fan Bo coming in and making contact. And that is his foul. So the top three teams from each group advance to the second round of the Asian qualifiers. Well, they'll take on the three teams from another group. And we know that Qatar will already be at the World Cup as the host. They'll take up one of the three spots in the group, regardless of where they are in their position. All the teams carry over results from the first round to go into the second round. And in the second round, each team will play home and away against the three teams. 3 more windows with 2 games per team. At the end, the top 3 teams, along with the best 4th team, in addition to Qatar from each group, will qualify. So that puts it into context. Every game matters. And it's China leading 3-2. There's a jump shot, no good. Backing up. And if this is on Ha, this is a...
In China, number 15, holding foul. 中国队15号周琦拿着犯规 ，Korea ball， 韩国队球。
No, so in China, so good job, Ha rather, boxing out. And the foul on Zhou Chi. Here's a jump shot, an offensive foul, moving screen.
Council score, open for shot. Team Korea, number 0. Eastern score, Substitution, Team Korea. 韩国队换人。
So the foul. Zhu Junlong fouled by Ha, and he goes to the bench with 2 fouls. There's Zhou getting blocked. Good help coming from the right side. Now Lee dribbling around, looking for space. Lee Seung-hyun missing it from a long way out. But again, Korea another chance. And this time the ball swatted out of bounds by Sung. Not in Beijing, he says. Well, there was no doubt about that. And the crowd loving what they're seeing from the young man. Here's a drive. Whistle blows, and another foul called.
In China, number 1, pushing foul. Substitution, Team China. 中国队换人。
Cho Chi talking to the ref, trying to get some explanation. Song there, who had the great block. Just 22 years of age, plays for Beijing Ducks, so one of the favorites. One of the crowd favorites here. But free throw is good. So Korea go back up 4-3. Cho Chi bowls over Lee Won-suk, fighting for position. Well, he was holding, and Joe just went right at him. Inbounds pass. Well, Korea got away with a mistake there. They gave away an easy one, and Zhu Qinglong missed the shot. That'll come as a little frustration for China. Meanwhile, Lee strikes from downtown once again. Lee Hyung-jun was the leader of this team in Jeddah, and he's showing the same character today. Whoa, drives in. Here's Chu, missing it from deep. Korea trying to weather the storm early. All the physicality to get it down low. You can't back away from this China team and let them dominate you physically. And Korea certainly can play some physical basketball themselves. Well, penetration, drive. Ball doesn't fall. Cho Chi gets the rebound. And from the wing, Chong Jin-lin missing. Just 3 points for China, 4 minutes and 20 seconds into this game. Now the turnover. And the pass sprayed. Diving out of bounds.
Substitution, Team China. 中国队换人。Substitution, Team Korea. 韩国队换人。在场的球迷目前3-7的比分，让为两支球队献上加油光 ，Cheerful Boost Team. Korea fans, make some noise. 现场中国的球迷加油声，中国队！中国队！
And the foul called, block.
Number 6, blocking foul.
Well, it'll be a 32-team World Cup, remember. It's going to be a spectacular event in Qatar. Will both of these teams or either of these teams make it? I think the good money is that yes, they will, but they've got to earn it in these qualifiers. Here's Lee again, putting it up from a long way out, midway through the first quarter. Can Korea continue to frustrate China at this end? China have had some opportunities really where they should have put them away. They have not. Chung spins, gets out of trouble, gets it to Hu. Hu Ming-shun blocked as he got it into the lane. Now 3-on-2, 4-on-2 break. Can Korea take advantage? China hustle back. Pump fake, shot, good, the three-pointer. And that is going to lead to a timeout. Once again, terrific defense. That one on Young-chun. And then at this end, making the three-pointer. Lee has been sensational. Ooh, hooping and scooping and driving right out of the timeout, going down and scoring beyond was Liao Sanying. First bucket in a while for China after the early one from Zhou Qi. And now the reach and the good defense from Zhong Jinlin. He's got it. What will he do with it? Might have been a better idea to wait and make a pass, but instead, a little bit out of control. Oh, no, they're going to call the block on Hu.
In China, number 3, blocking foul. Substitution. Team China, 中国队换人，换上25号王南青，换下3号胡明轩。Team Korea, number 8, 2 shots. 韩国队8号2次罚球，安英俊。
And just like so many, and Korea banks in the free throw. Here's a little wraparound, and the bucket is good. Nice play by Hu Jing-chu, one of their leaders, and Jeddah. Clearly a player that needs to get it going for them, and has come off the bench. Nice over-the-shoulder pass, and nice finish as well from An Young-chun. He's getting it done on both ends of the court. Whistle blows. Byung Chun Yao going to the free throw line.
Team Korea, number 8,
Liao Xianying rather going to the free throw line, fouled by An Youngjun, who's going to go out of the game, take a breather. Korea have to maintain this intensity. It's been a great start for them, but it's a 40-minute game. And as the pressure will build on China, so will their intensity, you would imagine, and the support from their crowd. Uses a lot of the rim of the backboard and scores. And gets the second one to go as well. Lee from deep. Well, he's just an MVP, isn't he? Waiting to happen. Third three of the game for Lee. And much better for China now, starting to get the scoreboard ticking over. And good drive by Liao Xianying. Meter and a half by Nark, and another three, and he is on fire. Fourth three in the first quarter in under 8 minutes. Three-point shot from Jeong, and Jeong Jin Lin doesn't make it. Korea sending out some loud signals that they mean business in these Asian qualifiers. A little bit of a misread. That was really Beyond's fault. Oh, great recovery and the block by Lee Won-sok. And the turnover will go to the passer at the other end of the court, but once the teammate makes the cut to the basket, he needs to cut. He needs to go. He can't stop. 3-point shot is good from Chung, as China search for consistency on the offensive end and production. Lee, another one. Well, the coach isn't going to be complaining about how well they shot the ball in this first quarter. They've done that well enough. 50% overall. And there is traveling. Good sportsmanship by Lee. Helps up Hu. There's the drive and the pass back to Lee. Good activity on the glass for Korea. And the drive is good from Byung Chun Yao. It was Kang that had the rebound. Oh, almost a travel. Chung gets it down low to Hu. Hu turns, forces his way in. I don't know how he scored that. He was so tightly guarded and maybe a little bit unlucky not to get the whistle to blow so he can go to the line for a three-point play. Kang from deep, misses everything. Might have taken it too early. Oh, no, doesn't matter. China fall over right at the end, and that is the buzzer to signal the end of the first quarter. 24-16, Korea on top of China here in the opening game of the Asian qualifiers for both of these teams. 24-16, Korea lead China. And Korea 3 of 7 inside the arc, 4 of 8 from deep, perfect at the line. Look at China, 5 of 10 inside the arc. That's okay. Just 1 of 6 from deep and 3 of 4 at the line. But they've been getting beasted on the boards. 12 rebounds for Korea, 7 for China. Each team with 5 turnovers. And Korea with 3 blocked shots. China do have 4 steals. Here's a look at the action, and the intent early on was to jump on the back of the big man, Joe Chi, number 15. And it looked like it was going to be a problem, but Korea quickly took the momentum, started making some shots. Lee, and even though you had the great block from Song Fan Bo, Korea kept plugging away, and Lee especially hitting 4 3-pointers. He's got 12 points. Courtside 1891, scanning the barcode, and you can watch live streams, video highlights, and stay up with everything in international basketball.
Start of the second quarter.
There's a shot from the top of the key, and rebound by Lee. Lee again is 5th. Hyungjun, Lee Hyungjun is as hot as they come right now. His 5th 3-pointer of the game, which is just 10.5 minutes old. Hu takes it down low, establishes position. Great job by Hu. That is the way for China. They went to him so often. Here's a nice cut to the basket. This time Lee showing the quality and getting ahead of Chun and laying it up and in. Driving in and strong finish. Sung. Ball went around and round the rim and finally fell through. Beyond. Bounce pass back over to Lee. Lee did hit that one mid-range shot, but that's been it for him. He is the captain of this team. Nice defense, taking it away from Liao Sanying. And then Lee Hyungjun fouled from behind by Guo Xinyan.
Substitution. Team China. 中国队换人。Substitution. Team Korea. 韩国队换人。
Lee, will it be a 6-3? Not this time. That was a heat check finally. But then China throw it away. No doubt China excited, especially with this huge crowd here cheering them on in the Wukasong. But sometimes It depends also on the opponent, and Korea have come in here laser focused today and clearly pumped up by this electric atmosphere. There's a foul down low on China, on Chun.
Korea ball. 韩国队球。
Now a little mazy run and turning it over. Chun drives in. Now coming back down the floor. Nice bounce pass. Bounce pass again to Lee. Will it finally go again? No, it will not. China quickly, and Zhou Qi misses, gets it back and puts it up and in. Korea see a potential problem brewing and try to nip it in the bud. Part of that is to immediately take away some of the momentum. Great hustle by Sung. Doesn't get the putback, but Zhou Qi stayed with it as well, kept looking up and went up and got the rebound and scored. Courtside 1891. Scanning the QR code to get it.
한국队정찰 Korea ball.
Pass up to midcourt. And this foul will be called on Zhu Qinlong.
In China, number 26, pushing foul. Korea ball. 한국队球.
Size, depth, length of China eventually begins to wear on you. The question is, when is that going to start to tell on Korea, and will it? There is the physicality almost getting the turnover. A turnaround with Zhou Qi in the way. Lee Won-Suk not able to make it, and now a chance for China again. Here's Zhou Qi back to the basket, catches it, goes up, and it's blocked. But he will go to the line. The foul on Lee Won-Suk. So Zhou Qi back at the free throw line, where he's 1 of 2 today. Zhou Qi, again, wasn't at the FIBA Asia Cup, but he is the captain of this team. Zhao Rui not here now. He was provided a lot of the inspiration and the big plays as one of the point guards of the China team at the FIBA Asia Cup. Now it's Zhou Qi. And some nervous looks on those watching, be they. There he is, Zhao Rui, just right on cue, watching the game. It was so amazing, such an emotional FIBA Asia Cup for him. Him believing that that was potentially his last FIBA Asia Cup. Really a nice story how China went. And I think on the outside expectations weren't that high with so many absences like Zhou Qi, but then they really turned it on and made it to the final and pushed Australia to the end. And how about the three-pointer from Lee Chong-yeon?
Team China number 15 shooting 2， 中国队15号周琦2次罚球。
Zhou Qi steps up to the stripe. Well, he is not shrouding himself in glory from the free throw line right now. 32-23. He does make one of two.
Substitution, Team Korea.
32-24. And Korea, again, will like their position, especially the fact that Ha had to leave. Lee Won-suk playing great basketball. Getting coached up on the sidelines, but with Ha out, Lee Won-suk really held it together and brought some intimidation, some physicality and production. Three-pointer off for Lee Chong-yeon. Zhou Qi 2 of 5 at the free throw line, and you know if he gets it down low, Korea will be thinking about fouling him again. Here he is. The help comes. Well, that really frustrated a lot of players the way that he's guarded out there, but he understands it's part of the game that when he gets the ball, he's going to face double and triple teams, and they're going to try to almost mark him out of the game, so to speak. And sometimes when you're winning games and you get going at the start, those shots are so easy to make, but sometimes when you don't, you just press even more, and that could be the case for China right now. Here's Lee. And Lee is cold as a cucumber. Ball goes out of bounds. Lee is the captain. So Korea want to challenge this call. They think this is an important part of the game. They believe that this should be their basketball to coach. So they do overturn the call and give the basketball to Korea. So Coach Chun-Hee Chow will be delighted, satisfied maybe is the best word, that he didn't waste the challenge. But more crucially, the fact that they've got the ball and can try to maintain control of this game. Although control might be a little bit too strong of a word. Maintain their lead. And they turn it over anyway. Here comes Guo. And oh, he misses the layup. You just cannot make it up. They do not come any easier. Just did not finish. Takes it down low and scores, and that's a 4-point swing. But now you think you've seen everything when you see a full international veteran like Guo go down and miss a wide open layup. And the shot is good from Ha. (36-24) Korea rebuilding some momentum here. And that missed layup by Guo Xinyan has really kind of taken the air out of the balloon in this arena. Pump fake. Zhang makes the shot. Zhang Jianlin. Here he is, Lee backing his way up. Gets it over to Ha on the baseline. And Lee Chung-yong with the foul.
Number 6, holding foul. Substitution, Team China. 中国队换人。
Shot goes in and out. Here's Ha, take it down low and goes up for the two-handed jam. Well, I think we know who's been better in this first half. It's been Korea. They lead it 38-26. But maybe the best still to come from China, and leaning in and getting fouled, Liao Sanying. So he'll go to the line.
Number 8. Substitution, Team Korea.
Well, no doubt that's a foul. Kind of leaning over, reaching around. Liao Sanying inviting it. Ha might have gotten away with a push there when he got inside. Right, referee's letting him play. I have seen that called. Both free throws are good.
China, number 3, holding foul. Substitution, Team China. 中国队换人。 25号王军上场。
Coming up on the 2-minute mark, Lee, his three-point shot has been utterly amazing today. Wow, 6 threes from 8 attempts for Lee Hyung-jung. Liao Sanying missing. Hu Jing-Chu goes up and makes it once again. So Korea with an 11-point lead. Nice passing. Ha on the baseline. Ooh. China dodged the bullet there. Now Liao Sanying cuts in. Beautiful movement from the guard. The young man, he's got some panache, doesn't he? Look at this. I think the Koreans got kind of crossed up on defense and left China's number 5 an open path to the basket. This game could not be any more exciting for Korean fans, but for China fans, they have to be a little frustrated the way things have gone. There is, a three-point shot. Unbelievable, the threes have been falling. Lee Chung-yeon. Nice spin, nice basket from Jong Chin-lin. Coach barking orders from the sidelines. But Korea just so tough to play today. Will they go back to Lee? Shot clock down to 9. Ooh. Jump shot good. Confidence going through the veins of all the Koreans, and especially those named Lee. Lee Chung-yeon knocks down another. Here's a jump shot from Chun, missing. He chase it down, and that is it. And boy, what a terrific first half of basketball by the Koreans in hostile territory. 20 points for Lee Hyung-jung, 11 for Lee Jong-hyun, and Korea lead at 47-34 over China at halftime. One of 8 from deep for China, 9 of 16 for Korea. Of course, that can change in the second half. Rebounding is the same. 3 more assists for China, curiously, but 1 more turnover. And like I said, both 2 of the 5 Lees in the team, Lee Hyung-jung and Lee Jong-hyun, combining to score 31 of Korea's 47 points. Here's a look back at the second quarter highlights, and Lee, who's been devastating from deep, has also been able to score down low. Joe Chi stuck with this one and made it. And that was good work. So Lee Hyung-jun and then Lee Chung-yun making the jump shot. Hu Mingshun is a player that has to be a little bit more influential for China. And that was Ha getting away with a little push with the right arm on Hu. To Hu's credit, he didn't complain. So like, okay, if we're gonna play like that, that's fine. Zhang Jianlin making that late shot, but China also getting this one from their exciting number 5, Liao Sanying. But no stopping Korea so far. Lee Hyung-jun coming back out and knocking down another three-pointer.
Let's get this party started. Oh my goodness sakes, that's a throwdown.
Goes in for the dunk.
Good night. Too big, too strong, and just too good.
Bogdanovich, who goes in and scores. Ah!
This is what it's all about.
It's all one big basketball family, folks. He is a magician. Winning time. Both teams over the limit. You have got to be kidding me! Oh my! Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Just guarded by Brooks. He spins. He gets away from him. Look at that finish. Just enough English to put it up and in. So Peter Pilfan in the house. Alexander Walker goes in for the rim rocker.
Again, no rim protection, no size. This is a small ball game.
Parks kicks it, extra pass, Zegars. Oh, Latvia basketball.
You said it, Latvia basketball, Zegars. He was open for the 3. What great ball movement and passing. Look at this.
Schroeder goes downhill, gets it to the corner. Franz Wagner gets in. A little bit of elevation.
Bogdanovich, turnaround, quick shot, takes it. Bogdanovich, Troika. Well, coach, it may be Troika time. He's made the three-pointer.
What a shot from Paco Cruz. He was literally out of bounds. Oh, Procito, what are you doing? And the alley-oop. And Banchero this time does not lay it up. He scores right at the end of the third quarter buzzer. Between the legs, alley-oop pass.
Yes, I love it, Jeff. Yes.
I'm sure you can have something better. Oh, a good miss. The USA got it. Bridget from the corner. You have got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. A play for the ages at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Bridges does the unthinkable. Ties the game. 0.2 seconds left.
shooting we've seen from Venezuela this first half. From the three-point line, 12 of 25 in the three-pointer. Leg bomb, nothing but net.
How many times are we going to see this? Baseline, are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
Chicago attacks the closeout, feed Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
见证了一个传承的时刻啊！来吧，我们场边代表我们中国篮球未来希望的小球童，也为各位前辈准备了鲜花。
Well, you can see the leading scorer for Korea, Lee Hyung-jun, has just been shooting lights out and has 20 points, 6 of 8 from deep. Meanwhile, Liao Sanying has been sparking China, doing his best to help them come back, at least to stay in the game. 24-year-old, one of the players, was at the FIBA Asia Cup, helped them make it to the final. And a very important player in this team, and probably a mixture of China being a little bit stunned by Korea's performance so far, especially because of all the good vibes coming off the FIBA Asia Cup, where China very nearly beat Australia, were it not for Hu Ming-shun's miss right at the end of the game. But you know, they had the high expectations coming in, and also, well, you know, they've gotten the better of Korea over the years. Korea, though, have come here laser focused, locked in, and really put up a good 20 minutes. But anybody that follows international basketball knows that, hey, it's a 40-minute game. And you also have to remember that these teams are going to meet again. In fact, they're going to meet on Monday. And the whole idea about, of course, that game will be in Korea. The whole idea is you got to get wins. You got to get wins by as many points as possible, because, you know, these things can become very tight races and might need tiebreakers or goal differential tiebreakers or head-to-head advantages in the two games that you played in order to advance, whether it's to the, you know, to the next round or to finish higher than your opponent in the final standings. Just as a reminder, you've got 16 teams in the first round in 4 groups, A, B, C, and D. And the first round groups will be played this window, then in February, then in July. And the top 3 teams from each group will advance to the second round of the Asia Qualifiers, where they're going to join the 3 teams from another group. And Qatar, they know they're going to take up one of their top 3 spots in their group, because they're going to be the host of the World Cup. And all the teams do carry over results from the first round. And then the second round, each team will play home and away against the other 3 teams that they haven't faced yet in their second round groups. And those will be played in August, November, and February. So August, November 2026, and then February 2027, with 2 games per team being played in each window. So at the end of these additional 6 games per team, the top 3 teams, along with the best 4th team, along with Qatar. So the best 4th place team from either, one of the 2 groups will advance to the World Cup. This is actually the same competition system that we used for the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 and the plaudits to number 23, Lee Won-suk, under the basket there, coming in when Ha had to go out of the game with a little bit of foul trouble. Ha Young-gi. And just very impressed by the toughness on display by this Korean team. And very impressed by that man as well, Chun Hee Chao. Has really had his team prepared for this game, and they have come out and played exceptionally well. Interesting, Joaquin Luis Lorente, one of the coaches from Spain in this China team, he's doing some coaching, helping out, along with Wang Hong, Li Yang, and Angel Sanchez Canete as well. So a couple of Spanish coaches. Good ties with Spain and China.
现场的各位球迷朋友们，我们下半场的比赛即将开始喽！再次把大家的力量传递给我们的球员，好吗？全场的声音，中国队，中国队，加油，加油！
And for Korea also, Chun Hee Chao is assisted by Cho Sang-hyun, and those 2 guys, and no disrespect to the guys that have preceded them, but they look like they're doing a great job. Hey, scanning the barcode to get or the QR code to get the FIBA Basketball World Cup Qualifiers app in your smartphone for schedules, results, stats, video highlights, everything, all the stories that link you to the web pages of FIBA.basketball to keep up with all of these great qualifiers in Asia, Europe, Africa, and the Americas.
Start of the 3rd quarter.
Well, coming right out and shooting a 3, missing it, but getting the offensive rebound is Go Shiyan. Hu Min-chun is the guy you would expect to put up some 3s. Step back, Sung Fan-bo misses, and Ha with the rebound and the foul. Clattering into him was number 26, Ju Chun-long. I don't think it was a case of China not being ready for this game either, but certainly you have to applaud the focus and execution of Korea so far, and intensity and physicality. Well, Lee, if he'd made that one, I just would have stood up and applauded. There's Ha, though, with the offensive rebound and put back. So the lead grows, 49-34 in favor of Korea. Woo Min-chun drives in. Here's the drive and the bucket scored by Lee Chong-yeon. Now the Chinese crowd really worried as their team faces their largest deficit of the game, 17 points. Sung Fan-bo. And it seems to be getting worse before it gets better for China. Whoa. Korea had their hands on the ball, but then China got it right back.
Substitution, Team China.
Remember, they had Gunnar Ra playing for them when they played at the World Cup in China in 2019. But this Korea team is not lacking for anything right now. Oh, Woo Min-chun with the dunk. Hu Jing-chu, excuse me, with the powerful move. And now quickly and getting it right back is Lee Hyung-jun, the best player in the game today. 22 points for Lee. Guo puts it up and rattles in the three-pointer. Finally, something good happening for China. And what I like about Guo is if he makes a bad play, like missed the layup early on, he doesn't let it bother him. He just continues to go out and battle. Here he is really trying to stick to his man. There's the pass to Lee, and foul called on Woo Min-chun.
In China, number 3, holding foul. 中国队3号拉人犯规。Third foul， 个人第3次犯规。
An offensive foul moving. Screen, the trip called on number 4, Yang Jun-suk, one of the 8 players. I know that was on Ha Young-gi. I believe that's 3 fouls on Ha. Jump shot doesn't fall. Lee with the rebound, gets rid of it quickly. Korea elect to pull it back out. Opt for control over aggression.
In China, number 26, illegal discussion. Substitution. In China, 中国队换人，再次欢迎周琦。Substitution, Team Korea. 韩国队换人。
Zhou Qi back in the game. Three-pointer for Lee, short this time. And it's going to be Korea basketball. Whoa, hustling to get it. And we're going to discuss this and maybe have an overturn. Watch this. So Lee definitely hit it out there, and then Guo, as Lee Won-Sok went for it. So they discuss, and they end up keeping it at this end, and now I think China are going to challenge the call. So the referees go over to discuss matters. So they'll look at the various angles that they've got at their disposal and try to see if they can get a clear angle. See the 2 boxes of cookies there behind the referees. You wonder almost if Ryan Jones might snag one of those on his way back to the court. Japan already winning at 90-64 over Chinese Taipei. Coming off a tough FIBA Asia Cup where they didn't have Yuki Kawamura or Yuta Watanabe. And it confirms that it's going to go this way. I almost wonder if the China coach challenged that more in hope than belief. That, I mean, from that angle, it looks like it could have gone either way. Watanabe was back for Japan in their first game and had 20 points. Lee finally hits another jump shot. He had the one in the first half, and Korea continued to keep their noses not only in front, but way in front. 16 points. Whoa, missing the jumper. Zhou Qi with the rebound, and it's knocked out of his hands. Great work by Lee. Forcing the turnover. Here he is. Offensive foul called on Lee Won-Sok. So moving screen was the call.
Number 23. Substitution Team China. 中国队换人。赛季9比55，鼓励的声音再次响起。
So Guo goes out, and Mr. Excitement Liao Sanying, who led the team in scoring in the first half, comes in. Zhou Qi into the paint. 2 free throws.
Team Korea, number 33, illegal contact to the hand foul. 韩国队33号对手非法进攻犯规。Substitution Team Korea. 韩国队换人。
So 55-39, China still on the back foot, looking for a foothold in this game. Here's Zhou Qi, steps up. And this is another free throw. He's had struggles today at the line. Which he's made a habit of that each time going to the line, making 1 of 2. Lee whips it back outside to Lee Woo-Sok. Now Lee Woo-Sok just has been on fire both inside and out. Really brought the attitude today. Takes it back to a 17-point lead with under 15 minutes remaining. And now they're coming from behind. The foul called on that man right there, Lee Woo-Sok.
Number 23. The 5th personal foul. Substitution, Team Korea. 韩国队23号个人第4次犯规，韩国队换人。
Looks like Joe Chi is at the end of his tether down there because of all the attention that he's receiving. But again, you just got to credit Korea. San Ying drives in, turns it over, tried to get it to, here's Lee, and oh, great hustle down the court, and the block by China. San Ying misses, and there for the follow, John Jing Lin. One of the great plays of this game, that hustle block. Look at this. And Zhu showing some hops there. Zhu Chunlong. Sometimes that's what it takes, a defensive play to really ignite a comeback. We'll see if that happens this time. A little hesitation, the reach. And Byung Chun Yao fouled by Liao San Ying.
Number 5,
It was that hesitation that caught them by surprise, and you could see Liao's hand getting the wrist of Byung Chun Yao, who misses, tries to bank in the first free throw. Well, some forlorn looks over there on the China bench. Goodness me, misses both. That one looked like he wasn't sure if he wanted to bank it or shoot it normally. So coming up on the 14-minute mark in the game, Joe Chi back outside, Chung. And Lee just doing so much hard work, gets the rebound. Lee going for his third jumper, doesn't get it. Liao San Ying again. Zhong Jed Lin. Oh, it doesn't drop. But a foul call. Got him with the body. Well, Lee, Hyungjun, and Korea know, even though they've been on top of this game, it can change in a hurry, especially against a team like China. Zhong Jin Lin makes the 2 free throws. Now a 13-point deficit facing the Chinese. Byung brings it back out to Lee. An Young Chun has it. What will he do? Steps back. Misses everything, just kind of grazed the net. Korea kind of losing their way on offense just a little bit now. Jing Lin powers his way in, passes wide open to the corner. Chu misses. Jong Ling Jin goes for the putback, doesn't get it. And here comes Lee Hyung-jun. And Lee Chung-yeon able to get it just before it went out of bounds. Here's a spin move. Beyond from three and misses everything. He's had a rough spell shooting at the free throw line, and now from deep. And again, the drive and the bucket is good from Ju Chung-long. And Chun Hee Chao calls timeout as China pulled to within 11 points.
也不光希望听到大家的加油声，那么在每一个回合，也希望听到各位的防守声。我们与中国男篮一起并肩作战，好吗？再给我们的中国男篮来点最有力量的声音！
You can see Lee Hyung-jun telling his teammates, calm down, we're okay. But are they okay? That's the question. Does he really believe it? I'm guessing he does, but you do feel the momentum shifting. Lee Hyung-jun playing in Japan this year with Nagasaki Velka. For that, he was in Australia, so he definitely has sampled the world of basketball, and it can only be good for him, you would imagine, trying those different styles. Lee from way downtown, and that is the man saying calm down. And he basically tells China to calm down because he knocks in another three, of which he has made so many. Look at that. 10 of 19 now, Korea from deep.
Team Korea, number 33, blocking foul. Substitution, Team China.
Yeah, they are getting tangled up.
高志言再次上场。15号周琦2次罚球水柱。
Boy, it has been a tough day at the line for Joe Chi, and a tough day overall for the guy that has really been one of the biggest stars in Asian basketball the past several years. Of course, with that comes a lot of pressure. And there's something about him stepping up to the line for that first free throw. It hasn't been going in, but he's able to calm down and make the second one. It's a 13-point lead for Korea, under 12 minutes remaining in the game. That time, Lee taking a difficult shot. China, they can get a three. Okay, they get a two. Cut it to 11, and the foul called on Korea will mean free throws for Liao.
In China, number 5, shooting 2. 中国队5号廖存宁2次罚球。 鼓励的掌声同样应该响起，加油廖三明。
Well, you feel the tightness in this China team. Liao missing the first and making the second. It's a 12-point game. And again, in many respects, it's an eternity what's left in this game. But Korea just have that focus. And the real question that you have is, can they make it to the finish line? That's kind of what is the way you put it into context. And Kong fouled as he tries to catch it in the lane. Yeah, Chung stepping in just a little too late. And Kong making the first. Beautiful drive, floating basket, floating through the air rather, Liao Sanying, and making it an 11-point game. Ooh, rough shot there by Lee Woo-sok. Zhou Qi passes it back outside. Lee not wanting to give him any space to turn. And hey, that time, great move by Zhou Qi, not taking no for an answer. Now the pass evades the attempted steal of Zhong Jinlin. Kong dribbling and fouled by Guo Shiyan. So in fact, it wasn't Kong that was fouled, it was his teammate, Beyond, who was trying to get free to receive the pass. So Beyond goes and throws it off hard off the backboard again. This has been his kryptonite today in this third quarter anyway. Oh, almost a replica of his last trip. And Korea going to keep possession after the missed free throw. Don't have, the free throws have been a problem for Korea, showing some cracks. It's there for the comeback. The comeback is there for the taking for China if they could just execute. Lee Sang-bo comes into the game. He wears number 35. Another member of that FIBA Asia Cup team. Three-point shot, no good for Lee Chung-yun. Then right at the end, and exasperating for China. Still looking for their best form in this game. It just has not arrived, and now just 10 minutes remain. Korea leads 61-52.
再次感谢连续3节比赛每一位热情球迷朋友们的热情助力，谢谢各位。在节间休息时间，让我们共同见证丰银时刻的璀璨绽放。现在我们看到的是工商银行北京分行卡中心的明星 IP。
So both teams shooting numbers, actually 17 makes for China, 12 for Korea inside the arc, but the three-point shooting has been the difference. Third quarter best plays. Hu Jingchu has yet to really get into full flow, but this guy has been in his full flow since the start of the game. Lee Kyung-jun. He was so disappointed when they lost to China in the quarterfinals. Guo making that shot. And this just goes to show you that, you know what? You don't win. You use that as a motivation for the next time that you face the same opponent. And I think it's pretty clear that Korea have done that today.
让我们一起助威中国健儿创下辉煌！再次感谢中国国泰银行北京分行的大力支持。那么，现场各位球迷朋友们，第4节的决战时刻即将到来。
Scan the QR code to get courtside 1891 to watch live streams, video highlights, and stay up to everything that's going on in international basketball, of which there is a lot during the windows in Asia, in Europe, in Africa, in the Americas. Wall-to-wall basketball from Thursday, starting yesterday, all the way through Monday in the Americas. What could be better? Good defense, almost getting the steal, Chung. And again, great D. Ha struggling. They got to get it up. Lee does. Oh, that is a backbreaker. Oh my. I'm not sure we have seen this type of performance ever from a Korean player. And they've had some great plays and great players grace the international stage. This is just unbelievable shooting from Lee. But it's his whole attitude, his toughness, his character, and it transmits, look at that, it transfers to his teammates. Nice pass, they faked it. Now Ha has it. Shot clock down to 7. Ha again, and it goes off the hands of his teammate. Then the block, great hustle down the floor by Bjorn. And Liao looking up and saying, I can't believe I was denied. But seeing some good hustle from both teams on fast breaks. This is just great timing. That was An Young-chung.
韩国队球权，让我们再一次与中国男篮并肩作战，一起防守。
Here's a deep shot. Oh boy, that is a dagger early in this fourth quarter. Korea going right back up to 15 points. Now Sang-ying for 3. Rebound. There's Hu Ming-shun. He needs to get some shots up. Now drives in, gets it to go. Well, he's showing some spunk. He needs his teammates to join him. Hu Ming-shun has really been anonymous even when he's in the game from a scoring standpoint. There's the pass to Lee, steps back and gets it to go. And China have to burn another timeout. Korea continue to stay in front, spoiling the party, so to speak, 69-54. So really put pressure on Guo, the head coach of China, and his players. If they don't come back and win this game, and especially if they don't come back at least and make this a more competitive deficit.
的声音就是最好的鼓励。每一次加油，每一次防守，也感谢各位球迷朋友们，让我们一起努力，一同向征程。来，我们采访，暂停时间到。
So coming up the floor, Korea on top by 15 points. China looking for answers, looking for anything that can get them back in this. Hu drives in. Korea continue to battle. Hu passed up the three. And it's really surprising. I mean, it's his forte is knocking down threes. It's just not been a part of the party today, not been a part of this program. China shooting and making threes. Meanwhile, great hustle, great block by Hu Jingchu. And again, foul around midcourt by Lee Chung-yeon to stop the break. Just 7 minutes remain. Can China find a little bit of magic? Here they are in the lane, traveling on Liao Sanying. Here's Lee, jump shot, and boy, 17 points the advantage for Korea. And that in and of itself, not just the win, if they can get it, but win by a huge margin would be significant. So alarm bells definitely ringing here in Beijing for China. This could do serious damage to their hopes of progressing. Here's the drive, and the ball swatted out of bounds. I like Jong Jin-lin. He's shown us some quality today. There's Ha Yoon-gi swatting it out of bounds. And Jong Jin-lin goes to the stripe. Back to a 15-point lead. Ha drives in. He was going to go for the dunk, but Jong got in his way. Here he is. Nice handles. Getting it in, following up his miss again and again. And again, and he gets blocked by Ha. The ball bounces around like a greased pig, and finally Korea pick it up. And they bring it back out and take some time off the clock. 15-point game. Three-pointer, good! An Young-chun. And another dagger here in this fourth quarter. The lead now 18 points. And the Korean shooters have just been lights out. All of that positivity transferred by Lee Hyung-jun, who could be the MVP of this window for the way he's performed on the road. In this atmosphere, embracing, playing for his country. We saw the tears fall from his eyes now after the FIBA Asia Cup. Look at that, 13 of 25 compared to 2 of 17 from three-point range. And that is really the difference in this game if you want to get right down to it. It is so quiet in here you could hear a pin drop. Whether it's a ballpoint or a needle. And you know that back in Seoul, the fans watching this game must be bouncing off the walls. Because their team has really turned up today. There's no telling. These two teams are going to meet again in this window. We might see China do the same thing when they play at Korea. Basketball's like that sometimes. But this great start by Korea. China tried to get physical with them early. It didn't work. And Lee kind of carried them. Chung puts it up from deep. Now, what worries me now is as we get to winning time, and I have to say, I think the game's already been won, but we'll see if China can stage a miraculous comeback. It would be very important for China to try to cut into this deficit, because you never know, they might get into a goal differential tiebreaker with Japan and Korea, where this big margin of defeat would really cost them. Zhang Lingqian fouled. The big question for me is, how has Hu Mingshun, one of the premier shooters at the FIBA Asia Cup, not gotten on track at all today for China? Now, it is true that they're missing, you know, Zhao Rui and some other important players from the FIBA Asia Cup, but still, you know, they've brought in quality, and it just doesn't feel like the return of Zhou Qi has made that much of a difference. He hasn't been allowed to, because China haven't made any threes, and that means everybody can just collapse on him when he's in the game. China basketball, 4:33 remaining. Again, just so many positive vibes coming from China after they had that incredible run at the FIBA Asia Cup, making it to the final, almost beating Australia. Missing, you know, shot right at the buzzer. And we just haven't seen it today, except from that guy. Zhang Jinlin has at least given us a glimpse of what he can do and mean to this team. He's been tough. Also, Liao Sanying has been good, but everybody else hasn't really shown up. And this guy is just in another world. Lee Hyung-jun doesn't do it justice to say that he shot lights out today. And finally, a rare three-pointer for China. Chung burying it to make it a 16-point game. But I will be awfully surprised if Lee Hyung-jun is not all over the media tomorrow. Definitely in Korea, and without a doubt in China as well, in Asia. But this guy has, in many respects, just done everything he could from a leadership standpoint, from a talent standpoint, stepping up and leading his team today. It has been an incredible display of kind of setting the tone for a team. And while I thought he might cool off a little bit in the second half, that has not been the case at all. He has put in an incredible performance. His three-point shooting is certainly we're gonna have to dig into the archives and see how it compares to some of the other great performances. But his performance today has been terrific. He was already 6 of 8 from three-point range in the first half, and he has continued to pour him in from deep. I'd love to know what China's coach has said to his team. Just play hard. Give me 4 minutes. Give me everything. And if you're Korea, you just want the clock to keep ticking. If China stopped the clock, or rather if the clock stops and China are able to get possession or take free throws, that helps them. Shun's coming back in for Guo. I don't know if he's got a cut or something on his leg that's forced him to exit, but it could be that he'll go right back in the game. Let's try to create some chaos with his defense. Well, here's the turnover. Who has it? Shun gets the bump.
Team Korea, number 6, blocking foul.
So free throws for Shun, who has effectively been missing in action today, in my opinion, when he's been in the game. Had no points at halftime, and again, you turn the clock back and you look at his performance at the FIBA Asia Cup, and especially in the final. He was on his way to MVP honors, perhaps, if China won that game. But after making several three-pointers in that game, he missed his last. Well, China maybe can use this as a little bit of motivation to get ready for the next games. It's still a 14-point game, so crazy things can happen. And as we know, what happened to the European qualifiers last night, with Lithuania snatching victory from the jaws of defeat against Great Britain, anything is possible. And Korea in no need to hurry, to rush up a bad shot. And when you have to rush one, get it to this guy, because chances are he's going to make it. But he does show that he's human by missing that one. Who gets in, denied, quick outlet pass. And again, Korea more than happy to take time off the clock. Good job avoiding the foul. Ooh. Chong Jin Lin with the rebound. And then the steal from An. And now another chance, 24 seconds for Korea to take time off the clock. So rare turnover for Korea. Three-point shot is good from Liao Sanying. Lee gets rid of it, drives in, and has it turned over. Now the three-point shot, good from Guo. And again, this is important now, 77-68, and it does show you how quickly things can change. It was an 18-point game not that long ago, and now the deficit is 9. Are we about to see something crazy happen here in the Wukasol? This is a good timeout for Korea, but also an opportunity for China to talk about what they want to do over this final 153. Again, the three-point shot has been huge, 14 of 29 for Korea, just 4 of 20 for China. Just hit one And you never know, you can knock in a few here, and all of a sudden, it could be a very close game. It's been such a difficult game for China that even getting it to 9 points is a minor victory for them. And they have to be really liking their chances now of, if not coming all the way back to win it, of making this a much more competitive defeat. And again, just drawing back on the point of goal differential and points. But China could end up indeed getting a win here. They're going to put the pressure, maybe get some steals, maybe get some missed free throws, maybe get some turnovers. Ooh. And Lee not interested in driving, clearly. Korea wanted to take time off the clock. And, well, just as I said that, An drove and missed the layup. Played right into China's hands. Chung for three. Hu Jingchu with the rebound. Oh, and a wedgie put up by Guo Shiyan. If that goes in, it's a 6-point game. So Korean fans breathing a sigh of relief. So the jump ball possession over favors China. They'll still have a chance to get to 6. Zhang Lingjin for three. Don't look now, folks. It's game on. China rising from the dead. Nothing as crazy as the Asian qualifiers, it seems. Lee drives in. And the leader of this team just takes responsibility. Zhang Lingjin again for three. Wow. What an addition to the team he is. And then Lee fouled as he goes for the basketball. Not Lee, excuse me, one of his teammates. China have left it late, but if you had told me about 90 seconds ago that they would be trailing by just 5 points, I would have said you were crazy. But this is a huge drive. And something tells me he's going to have to make a couple more of those if Korea are going to win this game. Because Zhang Lingjin is in the house. Zhang Jinlin has been terrific, and now they bring in Lee, the enforcer, to compete with Ha. Got to play all 40 minutes of these games to win. Sometimes even more if it goes to overtime, which is a distinct possibility. The way China have turned it on here. Great job by the coach, keeping his team in it, keeping them believing. Some of us weren't believing in their chances. He never gave up. And now it's up. The onus is on Korea to close this thing out. Chung. Oh boy, almost a turnover. Lee, they get it to the corner. Do they want to take it? They do take it. Short, but the offensive rebound by An, and he's fouled by Guo. And as offensive rebounds go, that is a huge one. But it also means An is going to have to make some free throws. And Korea have not been shooting free throws well. We'll try to block out the noise. And let's see if he elects to go off the backboard or just shoot it straight. He does go off the backboard, and boy, it is not a pretty sight when Korea goes to the charity stripe. They don't want your charity, but they might better accept it, or else they could end up blowing a huge opportunity here in the Asian qualifiers. Liao Sanying right behind him. This is big. This would make it a 6-point lead, but he misses both. And they battle, and Korea still get the ball back, incredibly. And it was Ha that tapped it over to Lee. And they're going to put it up again. And another offensive rebound for Korea. And they try to run away from China so they don't get fouled. Here's Lee. Oh, Lee has it taken away. Great job, Zhang Chin. Oh, and he goes for the dunk, and he's fouled by Ha. Ha saying, you're going to have to earn this at the line, big fella. And Zhang says, I'm the latest sensation in this Chinese national team program, because he really has stepped up late for this team. What an exciting player.
Number 77, Zhang Zhenli.
And he just looks confident, doesn't he? The Shanghai Sharks forward, 2.08 meters in height. That's 6 feet 9 inches. He did play at the World Cup in 2023. He did play at the Olympic qualifying tournament in 2021. And he is not necessarily revelation. You know, he's mid-20s. Here's the pass. Oh, and trying to get the turn. Oh, did they step over? They didn't see it. Here's a three-pointer. They battle for the ball. It's a three-point game. China, will they go for the three? You would think so. Zhang Jin looks for it. Spins, gets it up. Oh, Korea get the rebound. And I think there might have been a foul call before the final buzzer. What a crazy sequence. And Zhang Jin, I think the referees are going to go and look and discuss this. Should there be time on the clock? No matter what happens in this game, China has probably deserved some praise for coming back. So they're going to look and see when was the foul committed and how much time should there be. And it's without a doubt, Zhang Jianlin needs to be in the teams moving forward, because he's really stepped up in this game and helped China almost pull off a remarkable comeback. And obviously the game's not over yet, but Korea must be thinking, how in the world could we be leading by as many as 18 in this game in the fourth quarter and have to hold on for dear life right at the end? So 0.6 seconds left. No, 0.7. No, going to be point. Oh, we'll wait for them to finish. Well, this kind of adds insult to injury for the comeback for China, because look at this. Okay, here it is. Ooh. Looked like they could have called the foul on the rebound, but they ended up not calling it until he chased the ball down. So Korea could not only hold on to win, but they could actually add to their points total here right at the end. Now with 0.3 seconds left, you're supposed to only be able to, obviously he's shooting free throws, so it doesn't matter. But with 0.3 seconds, you can only throw it up to the rim and get a tap in. You don't have enough time to try a jump shot. So even if he misses this, China would effectively not have a chance to score. Their biggest hope right now is that he misses. And even if he makes this one, then China would have to throw it up to the rim. If he misses this, China would have no chance of scoring. So he hurled it up, and boy, what a game, what a finish. And I don't know what to think about that. Korea, amazing win for them, but they had to hold on with everything, and really China almost with an incredible comeback, but Korea win it 80-76.
现场的球迷朋友们，也感谢我们每一位球迷的加油与呐喊。
So China with just 6 of 26 from deep, 14 of 31 for Korea. Again, that was a huge part of this game. China ended up with an 11-point advantage on the boards. Each team was 16 assists, and turnovers pretty comparable. Lee was sensational. And Hyung Jun with 33 points, the headline grabber in this game. Although Chong Chin Lin certainly made some headlines for himself for China in that fourth quarter. Well, China fans will be disappointed with the defeat, but on the other hand, they should have been encouraged by the comeback. But I think, you know, the coach has to figure some things out here about how they're going to utilize some of these guys. And Joe Chi actually made some of his better plays late, but it was a more consistent performance throughout for Korea, especially from a scoring standpoint. When they hit their shots, they're tough to beat, and that's what happened today. They were tough. They had the right energy. They did everything they could. They left it all out on the floor. They battled. They were physical. China fans will be disappointed simply with the loss and the fact that they were so far behind. But really, again, like I said, they should be encouraged with the comeback, because had they not come back, then you're worried. But now they could aim to go to Korea to win that game by 5 points and have the better head-to-head going up against China, China and Korea, and that would be a bonus. But there was Zhongling Jin, 26 years of age. This is where he wasn't able to stop Lee as he went in and made a big bucket. That was a huge bucket, with China starting to wake up. So as the fans file out of the Wukesong Arena in Beijing, you can see that Japan and Korea up at the top after their wins. Japan winning 90-64 for Chinese Taipei. And again, Korea winning 80-76 over China. So Korea and Japan win on opening day, and China and Chinese Taipei 0-1. And these two teams will meet again in the second game of this window on Monday.